Hey everybody, Playtendo Guy here, and I'm back with another video. It's Monday, so you know what that means. It's time for a weekly Blu-ray pickups haul, and overall this past week has been pretty impressive indeed. So without further ado, let's get into it. So right, overall for the past week, it's been not a bad little week to be fair. We've had plenty of deliveries that have finally arrived, and we've also picked up a few games and some films, and even my first ever Criterion. So yeah, a pretty impressive week. First up, I'll talk about the video games, and I've got, yep, 3 Switch games and 2 PS4 games. First one is the great Ace Attorney Chronicles. This one came out last summertime, and I really wanted to get it, but I never got around to it until recently when I picked it up online for about 35 quid brand new. This is an American import because it never actually got a physical copy over here in the UK, so for 35 quid for like a 40 or 50 hour game, it's a really good price. This one's like a courtroom murder mystery sort of visual novel set in the 19th century Japan and England. And it's really good. I've had a lot of fun with it. Really like the Phoenix Wright trilogy, and I'm very happy to have this in the collection. Next one is another Switch game, and that is WarioWare Get It Together. I do like the WarioWare games. They're pretty fun little mini game series. I think the best one is obviously WarioWare DIY, obviously, where you can build your own video games. This one is more the same. There's like 200 like micro games in this one, and you get to play as all the characters and casts of the WarioWare universe. It's fun, it's enjoyable. I got it for about 25 quid from Curry's, so it isn't too bad for the price. So yeah, that's WarioWare Get It Together. And the final Switch game is a game that I'm not really a big fan of. I've never really got the hype for it. I can understand why people like it, but I've always preferred like Dragon Quest Builders over this. But that is Minecraft. Yeah, this one's for the Nintendo Switch. This has been out for a few years now, but I'm very happy to have this in the collection. I got it from Tesco for the grand total of 3 quid. Yes, because Tesco seem to be getting out of Blu-rays and video games, so they seem to be reducing them to silly prices. This one actually includes the Super Mario world in it, so that's quite cool. So yeah, very happy to have this one. I probably might even like it on Switch, so we'll have to wait and see. And for the 2 PS4 games, the other week, was it last week or the week before, I picked up Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Yeah, it's not very good. It's very glitchy and very technically just a mess on PS4. I just can't seem to get it to work. So reluctantly, I picked up Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. And again, this is a part of the Tesco clearance, and this only cost me like 12 quid. I've had a quick go on this, on the campaign and the multiplayer, and I'm absolutely loving it. I haven't played a Call of Duty game properly all the way back since World War II in 2017. And Black Ops Cold War is absolutely fantastic. The campaign is brilliant so far, and the multiplayer is just as good as it's ever been. But I think the Black Ops series has always been like the best sub-series in the Call of Duty series. And the final video game of the week is another game that's on clearance in Tesco, and that is Sackboy: A Big Adventure. Sackboy's well known for like the Little Big Planet franchise, like create your own levels and this, that, and the other. And this is like just a cute little 2D, 3D platform and adventure. This came out at the same time as the PS5. Also is available on the PS5, but as I haven't got one yet, I thought, you know what, it was cheap enough, and I'm pretty certain this would be hard to get hold of, as it's been going for quite a lot of money online. I've heard some pretty positive things about it. It should be a fun little carefree platformer, so yeah, very happy to have that in the collection. Next up, on to the films, and we did go into One Below, and surprisingly One Below did have a few new deliveries in. I picked up 3 DVDs, or actually 2 DVDs, a triple pack DVD, and a Blu-ray. The Blu-ray is, so yeah, it's a 44-inch chest with Way Winston. So it's 44-inch chest with Way Winston. So yeah, anyway, next up is 44-inch chest with Way Winston and Ian McShane and John Hurt in something called 44-Inch Chest. Yeah, I haven't got a clue what it's going to be about, but because Ian McShane's in it and I'm a big fan of like him as Lovejoy and he's great in the John Wick franchise, I thought, you know what, give it a go for 99p for a pound. Next up is a film with Charlize Theron and Joel Edgerton. Also got Amanda Seyfried and Thandie Newton in it, and that is Gringo. I have no idea what this is about. I can remember when it first came out. It seems to be like a action comedy heist sort of thing. Should be a lot of fun. I think it's something to do with like the Mexican cartel, but we'll give it a go. Next up is a film that is a World War II film, and I'm not really a big fan of World War II films, mainly because they're quite depressing, but this one seemed to be quite an interesting watch, and it's got a great cast, and that's The Man with the Iron Heart. Yeah, this one stars Rosamund Pike, and basically it seems to be based on a true story. Looks to be like a sort of political sort of thriller, I think. But yeah, could be good. I'll probably end up giving it to my dad because he do like these war films. And then finally is a triple pack, which I thought was an absolute steal. That I thought, you know what, pick it up. I've already got one in this collection, but for the other two, I thought, yeah, get it. And this is a 3-film collection of Exodus, Gods and Kings, Kingdom of Heaven, and Centurion. I've heard of Exodus. I actually do have that on Blu-ray. Kingdom of Heaven I've heard of, but never seen. I'm pretty certain that's a Ridley Scott film. And then Centurion's also got Michael Fassbender in it, and Olga, whatever her name is, from Quantum of Solace, who I think is great. So yeah, for a 3-pack of films for £1, 33p a disc, you can't really complain. And there's actually quite a fair bit of special features on Centurion. So not too bad, I'm very happy with that. On to some deliveries now, and I ordered a 3 for 2 set from the entertainment store, and it arrived today. It arrived last week, should I say. And first up is Zodiac. Don't really know much about it. I recently watched Seven a few months ago and absolutely enjoyed it, and I was recommended to watch Zodiac, so I thought as this was on the offer, I thought I'd pick it up. I think it's a sort of similar sort of film in the same vein as Seven. I think it's even done by David Fincher, is it? David Fincher? Yeah, it's done by David Fincher. I think it's a pretty long film, like nearly 3 hours, but it does have a good cast. You've got Jake Gyllenhaal, Mark Ruffalo, and Robert Downey Jr. in it. So that's pretty fun, and also you get to see Iron Man, Hulk, and Mysterio solve a murder, so that's pretty cool. Next up is another Clint Eastwood film for my ever-growing Clint Eastwood collection, and that is something called Tightrope. I've heard a lot of positive things about this one. I think it's basically just like a thriller. It basically follows like this cop who follows like all these murders of like prostitutes, and like he blurs lines between like what's right, what's wrong. So sort of like a Dirty Harry sort of like film. So yeah, that's Tightrope. And the final one of this 3 for 2 is a Christopher Lee Dracula film. I do have the two on the HMV Premium Collections, Dracula 1972 AD and The Satanic Rite of Dracula. And I'm pretty certain I have seen this one too, but I thought I'd pick it up as well as it comes with a nice slip. And that's the Taste the Blood of Dracula. I think this might have been the 3rd film or the 4th film. I'm not entirely sure. I have seen them all throughout the years, but these Christopher Lee Dracula films, you can't beat them. I do love the original. I think it's a classic. The series do get progressively silly as the franchise goes on. Pretty certain I can remember the one with Dennis Waterman in. That was quite fun, and I think Patrick Troughton, the second Doctor, was also in that one. But yeah, nothing really much in special features, just the trailer, but it's really quite nice artwork. Hopefully they'll release some more of these Dracula films, like on these Warner Brothers labels or on the premium range. But I think they're stuck on the Studio Canal releases, which are like 15 quid a pop. So I've got 3 of them, and I think there's like 6 or 7. So I'll have to look at the others to add to my collection. Talking of Studio Canal, I went into HMV at the weekend and I picked this one up because I picked up the sequel the other week, thinking it was the original. I thought I got a bargain for a quid. Yeah, I didn't. I picked up the sequel, but I found this one, the new recently restored Blu-ray copy for $7.99 with a slip, and I thought I'm definitely having that, and that is Basic Instinct. Starring Michael Douglas and Sharon Stone. I don't really know a lot about this film, but I do know that it's quite naughty in places. So yeah. I do know of the iconic scene, but I haven't seen the iconic scene. So yeah, it's something to look forward to, I suppose. Moving swiftly on, I did pick up my first ever Criterion. I've always wanted to get into the Criterion label, but the price has always put me off, from like $17.99 to about 25, 26 quid. Or there is like the Before trilogy or the After trilogy, which is like about 50 or 60 quid, which is ludicrous. But I noticed that this fairly recent release got a discount, and I thought, you know what? I can remember this one coming out, and I thought I'd pick it up. And that's a Deep Cover with Lawrence Fishburne, or as he's known here as Larry Fishburne, because I'm pretty certain this is one of his first ever roles. It seems to be like a 90s gangster film, so it should be pretty cool. I'm pretty certain this has got like some Dr. Dre music in, like one of his first ever sort of singles or albums. You've also got what's his name? You've also got Jeff Goldblum in it, so you're looking at a pretty great time. This one's got hordes of special features. You got like a 4K restoration, talking about the film, the music, various essays, trailers, subtitles, documentaries, featurettes, all that usual sort of good stuff you get from the Criterion. Yeah, originally released in 1992, and I'm pretty certain, yeah, you do get a booklet with it. So I'm very happy to have this in my collection. Probably the first of many Criterions. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. And for the final pickup of the week is a rather hefty one. That's what she said. And it's a very big package. So yeah, the final release of the week, the final delivery of the week is a very big package. That's what she said. And that is the Game of Thrones Season 1 to 7 Blu-ray box set. And boy, is it quite weighty. This is all 7 seasons on Blu-ray. And I only paid about 32 quid for this from eBay. So it wasn't too bad. It's still new and sealed, which is awesome. I know you can get the 8 series with it, like for 1 to 8, but it's about 100 quid on Blu-ray. So I thought, you know what? 70 quid difference nearly. You can't say no. And I can pick up the final season whenever. I've heard a lot of bad things about that season, so I've got plenty enough to go through as it is. I think it's like about 32 discs, 3,815 minutes, so that's a long one. Yeah, loads of special features. I have seen a couple of episodes of Game of Thrones, and it's a series that I've always wanted to get into. Keep hearing people talk about it, so I've finally got the collection now, so I can start diving into it. Hopefully, I'll like it. I should think I will. So yeah, that's the Game of Thrones box set. Yeah, that's all the pickups and deliveries for the past week. Overall, not a bad little haul, I must admit. Picked up the first ever Criterion, picked up a load of games, and picked up this massive Game of Thrones box set. So, not bad at all. Over the next week, I have got a few deliveries coming, but I'm probably not going to do like a weekly pickups video. I'll just include it all into like the end of the month haul, because it's like the 31st next Monday. So yeah, before I finish, I'd just like to say that on Wednesday night we have another Wednesday night movie live stream where I'll be joined as always by Andy and Mike, and we'll also have our special guest of the week, and that's Lisa Lubbs. This will be her first time on the channel, on the live stream, and it'll be fantastic to finally meet and have a chat with her. So join us all on Wednesday night and get your comments and questions in. It's going to be a great night. So yeah, as always, thank you very much for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you could like and subscribe, that would be totally awesome. And as always, till next time, bye.